What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Wrestling with Tomorrow. I am your host, Mike Kinney, and with me today...
You always try to do this to me. Oh my God. The first one that we're doing together in person, and I am creeped out. I am your co-host. Silence. I am your co-host, Randy Herrick. And look behind us, check this out.
Lucha Union.
Oh, baby.
I can't believe it's finally here. We've been working through a lot of stuff today to make sure that we have everything that we need all lined up. We're even trying to shoot this pod on the fly. We told you guys there's going to be some issues. We're actually recording it on my phone because we don't have Wi-Fi. So we're just doing what we can with what we got.
This guy. So let's talk a little bit about the energy of the show today. I mean, what are you seeing so far? What are you liking? There's nothing that I am disliking, man. This place, it's surreal to be back here. And the nearer it gets towards bell time, the more electric it's gonna get. It was my first match here in 2000, so 25 years ago.
Yeah, dude. It's been a long time. It's kind of cool too, because there's a lot of guys that are here today that they also had their first matches that night.
Yeah.
And we were able to like walk into the venue with them and experience them experiencing it for the first time, which is super cool. Super cool.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you got Dolan. He said he had goosebumps, and Tom too, looking around. And
yeah, it's going to be so
awesome
for sure. Tonight we're going to do a couple of things in honor of our past in this building. So we're going to make sure to recognize a lot of those guys that were a part of the history of this venue. So that'll be a lot of fun. And you can see behind us, they're getting the ring and everything ready to go. Well, let's talk about that a little bit, Randy. You and I walked into an empty ballroom this morning, and we've been able to watch this venue transform into Lucha Union, man. Like, crazy.
Absolutely. You know, the ring's up. They're just fine tuning that. Guardrails are up. Everything is set up. The curtain's up. We are ready to run the show. We could start it now if we needed to.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to just be in a building where you're going to run a show, and you've seen it go from just an empty room into what it is.
Yeah.
You can't really explain it unless you're in love with a business like that.
Yeah, and I think that, if you're watching the video of this, thank you very much for doing that. You're able to see a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. We're also posting a lot of stuff on the Lucha Union. We made it this far. This is the first, we're 3 minutes in. This is the first off the rail.
I didn't do it.
That's true.
It wasn't me.
I am fully wound today.
I remember my first day.
Do you?
No.
No? I just noticed you shaved your beard.
I did.
You missed this entire spot over here, though.
That's for you.
I'm going to floss my teeth with it.
This right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. So now that Randy's done giving me the middle finger and he looks like Tank Abbott, we can move.
Okay, tank ass. You don't know this because nobody was here to hear this, but he referred to me earlier as Bastion Booger, and about eight a fistful of knuckles. Because
well, if you're going to behave like a fat slob, I'm going to tell you about a wrestler that his gimmick was to be a fat slob, and so it just reminded me of Bastion Booger. That's all. That's all I was saying. We're out of our element, Randy. I don't know if it's because we have the venue behind us or what, but or maybe it's because you're sitting so close to me, I can smell that you didn't wear deodorant.
Because your hand's on my knee.
I didn't think that was your knee.
Weenie.
Yes. So let's take it. So tonight is going to be just so much fun, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a little bit earlier in the day, so a lot of the performers aren't quite here yet. So they should be here within the next hour, and the fun begins. We start putting everything together, getting it lined up, and ready to rock and roll. We've got a photographer, we've got a videographer. I think we did it, dude. Now we just need people to put butts in seats.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
I hope so.
I got the feeling this place is gonna be rocking tonight.
I hope so.
I've had it. I've had the feeling for at least a week that this is gonna be a big deal for Austin, and I'm glad to be part of that.
Yeah.
It's long overdue, and we're gonna throw on something tonight that people can enjoy with their family.
Yeah. It's going to be a good show. So I'm looking forward to it, but let's talk a little bit about Grand Slam again. I know that you and I did a reflection on Grand Slam already.
Right.
But I think it is going to be important now that we're, to the day, we're 3 weeks removed. Anything new come to the surface at all in regards to Grand Slam for you? I mean, for me, like what I start thinking about is I've had a chance to reconnect with the promoters from that show. That wasn't something we talked about before, and they were incredibly pleased with how the entire day was for them. That with a show that was that large, it makes ours look small.
And they should be proud of themselves. It's a hell of a lot of work, more than people realize.
Yeah,
and they top notch.
Yeah,
top notch guys, top notch entertainment.
Yeah,
there's I don't see anything that you can complain about, really.
I think you're right. It was a lot of fun to work with them. Actually, one of the Eli from MAW is going to be here in attendance tonight, so it'll be fun to see him again. It's been the first time since the show, and he can give us a little bit of guidance on how to make sure we knock this thing out of the park, man.
Yep, and I've known Eli a long time too. Ran some stuff with him, and he's always running in circles the day of a show. So it'll be nice for him to be in a show environment where he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He can just kind of chill,
relax,
and have his table and visit with the guys. Mm-hmm. And it's well deserved. Like we said, that show was off the chain.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I feel like I'm slouching because I don't know how to fucking do this, dude. Because we are the camera. It is what it is. This is like guerrilla podcasting, man. We are doing what we can with what we got.
Dude, if you're gonna call me a gorilla now too, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you right on camera, because I don't give a fuck.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. Warning shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the other thing I want to talk about, we are avid believers that what the fuck are you doing? You're moving the microphone. You know how loud that is? That is incredibly loud.
Oh no.
Be a professional. Be a professional. The confidence that comes from professional wrestling. Here's a couple of things that I've found out since Grand Slam ended. My mom actually thought that I needed closure for my dad's death, which I understand where she's coming from that. Do you see what I have to work with here? Randy's holding up a sign with an arrow pointing to me that says Dick. So,
in case you didn't know,
my middle name is Richard, and so if that's what you're going to call me for short, I mean, I don't appreciate that. Shame on you.
Well, it's two things you can do, like it or suck it, one of the two.
Okay, so anyway, back to my dad's death. Thanks a lot for that. Nice segue.
Greg, I miss you dearly. This guy is a shitbird, but you were top notch also. 100%. No bullshit.
So it was never about that. And what I've been finding out this week, I've been able to connect and close some loops on some loops I left open, frankly, when I left the wrestling business. So this week has been pivotal for that. And what I've discovered is that a lot of this wrestling comeback that I've had this year really had to do with me leaving wrestling on my own terms. I didn't know I needed the closure on that. I messed up a lot on the way out. I struggled with alcohol on the way out and lots after that. And I think it was good for me this week to reconnect with people like, Chaos Cody O'Neill and Eric Cannon and these guys, and the list goes on and on about people that I probably had wronged in some way on my way out. And it was great to just be able to reconnect, put things behind us, move forward. And it felt great for me to be able to do that, to be honest with you.
Well, and when you were gonna have your last match, and you proposed the idea of running this show tonight, I can see now that you've done that match and closed that door now you're having fun again.
Yeah.
It's not just, okay, I've got another show, my ribs hurt, this, that, and the other.
For sure.
Now it's like, oh, I can't wait. It's awesome to be here, just be here in the building.
Yeah.
And and you're back where I am. We're on the same page, and that's good to see.
It's being able to. If anybody's out there and if you're just taking on too much, I mean, frankly, I took on too much this year, and I know I did, and I did my best to juggle everything at the same time. My family, my professional, personal career, my wrestling comeback, Lucha Union, the podcast. I mean, it's been a crazy 2025, but I realize now that Grand Slam is over, and I don't have to worry about competing in the ring, that when I'm able to just sit down and focus on the things that need attention, they're able to get executed at a much higher level. So I guess the theme of this is don't take on too much. I really did think I could handle it all, and I think that in a lot of ways I've been managing it very well.
And honestly, man, there was the documentary thing and the barbecue thing also.
Yeah.
So you even had those on, and they're kind of on hiatus, whatever you want to call it. But there were more than you're even announcing.
I know.
There was more.
You could see us. We are live and getting everything put together behind us. So we told you there was going to be some audio snafus, and we didn't let you down on that.
There's
promise.
no snafu. That was a cart, and it sounded just like that.
They probably saw that, because they walked literally right behind us.
Well, no shit.
Yeah. Okay. I know. But the reality is that a lot of things about Grand Slam ended up being a really nice launching pad for you and I to be able to be here tonight in this venue.
Yes.
I know we've talked a lot about the venue, and people are probably tired of hearing it, but I just can't believe we're here.
This is home.
It is.
It really is for, so many of us that had our first match here, but even you too, promoting this match with a lot of us first time guys on, and you kind of wonder, how's the show gonna go? How is this?
I know.
And it was unforgettable.
Yeah, it's like Austin is
unforgettable.
Austin is my hometown, and it's I don't come to Austin very often, so being able to come back here and do this for this community that I grew up in, I think is remarkable. And I just can't believe we believe it or not, what can go wrong when you set up a show like this will go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, we haven't had anything go wrong yet. The only thing that could go wrong at this point is either talent doesn't show up or somebody gets hurt tonight. And knock on wood that neither of those things happen. But we had to book extra guardrails. We had to book curtains for the entrance. We had to book the ring. We had to book all the talent. We had to advertise. We had to pre-sell tickets. We had to find staff to sell merch and tickets. We had to stock merch. There were so many things happening. And I don't think everybody realizes how much work
there's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of things to
running
a show, just an independent show in a small town, or medium-sized town, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But just doing your own thing, there's no machine. You just got to oh my God, I forgot all about it.
For sure. But it is a good reminder of, these shows are a lot of work. So if you're out there and you ever get an opportunity to support independent wrestling, you absolutely should. The amount of work that goes into them is insane. So any support you want to give a show like that, or even this goes for like any live shows, to be honest with you. Sure. This isn't just wrestling related. This is concerts and all of that. At this level, what you see in the ring is people who love what they're doing.
Yeah, it's for the love of the game. They're not making a zillion bucks doing this.
No.
They're going home battered and bruised.
Yeah.
They're away from their wife or girlfriend or family or whatever, to go and make just a little bit of money because they love to do it.
So I'm glad you brought up money. So Randy can attest to this. I have been so stressed out this week about pre-sales on tickets because we didn't have a lot of sponsors for this, and bless your heart, Steve's Pizza of Austin. That's one of my, it's legit my favorite pizza place in the world. And I'm glad they were able to help sponsor us. And
Damn good joint.
Yeah, they were able to alleviate some of our financial hardship when it comes to running a show. But these shows cost several $1,000s to put on. And so it's a matter of, you can't make that money unless you put butts in seats. And I'm still hoping that we have a good turnout. I understand, I know how many pre-sales we have right now. I am less stressed right now than I was earlier this week, but well, it's a different stress though. Today's a different stress. I'm not as stressed about people not showing up. I'm more stressed out about the run of the show, but we'll get there. We still have to have a pre-show meeting and all that stuff.
Hey, you got me too. I'm here to help too.
Yeah,
so you
I'd like for you to do
don't
that
have
at
to
some
do
point.
everything yourself. And
Well,
I mean, you can go do yourself, but
anytime you want to lift a finger to help me out today, I'd appreciate that.
there's one.
Well, all right. So let's
I said, what a dick.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. The Lucha Union vision is what I have next on our agenda here. Let's talk about that real quick. The first question that I put on our agenda is, why is Austin, Minnesota the home base? Do you know, what, in your opinion, is the answer to that?
Well, you grew up and went to high school here. You did your stuff at the fairgrounds, the pre-AWO stuff. And then we had our big show here, our first one. You couple that with your dad working at Hormel.
Yeah.
And, that's part of the union part of this. It's a blue-collar town.
Yeah.
Very much still. And, those are the people we're trying to please.
For sure.
We're trying to provide something for them and their families.
Yes. That's the target demographic for us.
I mean, how am I doing?
No, you're doing
You
great.
gotta be pretty damn close.
Yeah, and it just the extra kind of cherry on top again is this venue. This is
Absolutely.
one of the, if not the, favorite of all the venues I've ever competed in. So, and I know it's sentimental to you. It just all lined up really, really well this year, man. So,
Yeah. Incidentally, the guys that own this too have been fantastic.
oh gosh, dreams to work with. Yeah,
been really great.
taking care of us.
Anything we needed, any questions we have, they answer like that.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Very,
It's been really
very
great.
good.
But I do want to talk about the roster tonight. So, in your opinion, looking at the lineup that we have, what do you think makes the roster so special? This is a different kind of roster than we're used to.
Well, when you and I talked about putting together the show, and we decided, okay, we want to do some traditional lucha, some contemporary wrestling like you'd see now, some Japanese strong style, maybe a little hardcore stuff in the future, kind of all hodgepodged in. Nobody really seems to do that. So,
Right.
with the roster that we have, there is such an array of different talent that's here that are going to put on some very entertaining matches, and probably some matches that have never been seen anywhere before.
Or maybe never again. I mean,
You never know.
the the geographical demographics of the talent we're bringing in aren't just from, we're Austin, where we're at right now, is about 2 hours outside of the Twin Cities. There's a lot of wrestlers that live there. So it's easy to pull talent from there. And
Sure.
we certainly have some of those guys here tonight. But I think even what's even bigger than that is we've got guys coming from Kansas City, Des Moines, Chicago, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple of places in between. But, I don't know, the union part to Lucha Union isn't just about the local P9 union or whatever it's called now, but the local meatpacking union. Of
Right.
course, that's certainly part of it. We're paying homage to
Absolutely
that.
is, yeah.
But it's really talking about unifying the lucha experience across the traditional professional wrestling demographics with a very diverse set of talent. So I think that's really did I say that right? That was a lot.
If you want to go real basic, this is a show for everyone.
There you go.
And we even have English and Spanish speaking announcers tonight
to ensure that.
Yeah.
Too. So I mean, that's another thing.
Yeah, and I'm actually really interested to see how that goes because
It's gonna be awesome.
both of the ring announcers that we have tonight have never done it before. And one of them had been in the wrestling business before. They'd actually competed in this building with us 25 years ago. And it's nice to be able to get him back tonight. Shout out to Tom.
Absolutely.
But the other ring announcer we have tonight, Mimi, she doesn't even know much about pro wrestling. She's bilingual, and I said, hey, I work with her in my day job, and I said, would you be interested in helping me out? And she's like, yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So she's going to get her fill tonight too, I'm sure, of a lot of new experiences.
You come into something like this with a positive attitude. She's going to have a ball, and this is going to be something she'll never forget too.
Yeah.
This is her first night in this building.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you want to go further in Union? There's even some people that I work with in my day job beyond her that are here tonight to help out. Selling merch, selling tickets, doing security, helping tear down. All these things are happening around us, and man, is it cool.
It's nice to see that a lot of the I'll help you, the community work together type thing has gone down the road. Everybody's pretty much for themselves or their own family, and that's it. So to see all these guys that just happen to work together, and they're like, hey, you know what, we're going to come on Saturday too and help out with whatever we can. That's huge.
Yeah,
it's really, really huge.
You're huge.
You're micro.
I don't think that's politically correct to say that anymore.
Dick.
Oh boy, let's see what
Was
else.
it ever politically correct? Was it?
This podcast?
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 shows that you did that nobody watched.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, a couple people, your mom and them.
Shout out to my mom.
Gina.
All right, let's talk. Let's talk.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
That boy good. All right, confidence corner time. So let's talk quickly about rebuilding your identity after setbacks. And I don't want, let's go beyond wrestling at this point. I want to talk about what it means to be able to, find some balance in your life after you've had a setback, a major one. When I think of major setbacks, I think about getting laid off twice in 12 months. That to me was wild.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear about people's setbacks? What goes through your mind?
Well, I had that same sort of lose your job type experience too, and I first started with some depression and stuff there. So to go from where I was, where you know right and wrong, I should be doing this. This is what you do, and to not being able to do that, to fast forwarding down the years and getting some time behind it, taking some medications to try to help with it and improving, but I'm back to do this now, and that's amazing to me. I never thought I'd get to do it again, but this was definitely something that was missing from my life too. And I have a great family, and everything else. I have no complaints at all. But, there's a creative piece to me that has to get out, or I snap at Mike and call him names.
There is that. So, but you're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, but that's just recreational.
That's true. What did surprise me, I know you brought up having, you went through depression and you had to take medication for it and all of that. I remember you calling me and kind of walking me through all of that. And it surprised me because when it comes to confidence, when it comes to being able to see the silver lining to things, you're kind of the guy that's around me that doesn't let too much bother him, and it really did surprise me. And I think it was a great move for you to be able to to recognize that and know that you need to help, and all great moves. But it just goes to show you that there are people around you that you might think manage stress very, very well, or setbacks very, very well, and they're going through it, man. They're going through it too.
There's none of us that have everything figured out.
No.
There's nobody.
No.
Everybody's got something that bothers them, or something from their past,
Yeah.
or any number of things. And I can say, going through the depression thing and trying to explain that to somebody that's never went through that, it's really difficult to do. And it's not that the other person is stupid and can't understand.
Well, right, yeah.
It's just, unless you go through it yourself, it's hard to truly understand it. I didn't understand myself.
Yeah.
So as far as you're talking about things don't bother me and things don't, they just kind of roll off and stuff. A lot of things do. When I can, I'll help somebody and I'll take it home with myself.
Yeah, I get that.
I go home and struggle with the things, and
Sure.
But I'm the first one to just try to be there for somebody,
Right,
if it's
right.
just a year or something, and I don't need to tell nobody nothing. They don't need to know nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm very good at going home and keeping it to myself, because I don't want people to worry about me and things like that. So I'm kind of learning.
Yeah.
But I know I still do it.
What I admire about you, and I think this is something that our listeners and viewers can really kind of stick in their back pocket and take with them, is that you always stay in the fight. Like, you literally always stay in that fight. And not everybody does, man. Not, some people have a really toxic environment around them. Usually when that comes to people who want to put them down, or people that don't believe in them. God damn it, prove some of these motherfuckers wrong, man. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We've talked about that before a lot, and you're one of those guys. Like, you just stay in that fight, and I admire that. I think that that's something that you can really kind of hang your hat on. Not everybody has that ability. A lot of people have to work at that. I mean, that is a skill. So,
I don't know if it's getting older or getting crustier, maybe the combination of two. But now when I see things, people giving other people a hard time and shit, I'll say shit more than I used to.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, like there was a situation earlier today, and I'm going to leave out the specifics because I don't want to get heat with anybody, but there was something that came up where somebody was giving somebody else in a vulnerable situation a really, really hard time, and one of the other wrestlers that's here today got really pissed about that. Like, they were ready to freak out on the dude that was talking down to someone that couldn't defend themselves. It went by the wayside. But that's the stuff you're talking about, is that, being able to, help some of these guys out that might not be able to stay in the fight themselves.
Well, we've all been the one at one point. Everybody was picking on or ganged up on, or, having a hard time, and somebody thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Back to elementary school, you got braces, you got glasses.
Yeah.
Or you're born with Down syndrome or something.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are born that way. They didn't have a choice. It's not like they did something wrong.
Yep.
And that's what happened.
Yep.
And people that can't figure that out and be on their side need to figure that out. Because...
Sorry, I'm just checking to see who else is here.
He's not really caring if you talk to him or not. So I'll do the rest of this.
I do care, Randy. I do care.
No, he doesn't.
The peanut gallery
You
speaks.
hear that? Peanut Gallery said no, he doesn't. I don't give a fuck. He doesn't.
Yes. But, well, again.
But yeah, stand up for people.
Hell yeah.
Just say, you don't have to fight nobody. You got to get wild and out of control. But say, you know what in the hell's wrong with you? Knock that shit off.
Or something along those lines, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, hey, let's shift gears back to tonight's show. If anybody cares, we're gonna run down the card. I want you to run down the card. Can you do that? To the best of your knowledge?
Yeah, run down the paper? Well, I guess I can try.
Give our listeners and viewers a sneak peek as to what the fans here in Austin are going to see tonight.
Because by the time any of this comes out, we will have already been done with the show. So no, you can let the secrets out. Go for it.
Well,
You don't have to say who's going to win and lose because we don't know that because professional wrestling is not predetermined, folks. However,
so wow, I got nothing. Let's go back to the card because
please.
what a card he is.
please do.
So our main event tonight is Diamantico versus Paul Verk.
Yeah.
Verk is mainstay around the Midwest. He's been around, holder of a lot of championships. He's very, very good to the point where it's probably go and see him before he goes somewhere.
Yeah.
He's going to end up somewhere because he's got the drive and he's got the talent to do it. And Diamantico is fantastic in his own right, but to my knowledge, they've never wrestled. So that's going to be something very, very special for tonight. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah.
And speaking of barn burners too, one of the other coolest things is we're having a trios match tonight, a traditional Lucha Libre style match, 3-on-3. Each team has a captain, and the only way for a team to win is to pin or submit the other team's captain. The other two are involved in the fight, but it doesn't matter if you do that to them, it doesn't stop the battle. There's no count out, there's no time limit. You go until there's a winner. And 3-on-3 with luchadors, they're going to be like
Wild.
bouncy balls all over the place.
Yeah,
it's going to be
awesome.
awesome.
What else could the fans expect to see tonight?
Well,
No, go ahead. I just want to see how loud we are because I got these stupid headphones on.
it's fairly good. I mean,
Yeah.
Albert Lee native Zach Neal will be on hand against Officer Rob Justice.
Officer Rob.
So Zach Neal being an Albert Lee, he kind of came in and trained with us. He wasn't on that first show with us, but he came in and started his wrestling career, and he's still going now. So
Yeah.
it's always nice to have kind of a local guy around on the show, and Officer Rob Justice thinks he's going to come in here and he's going to take control and be the law and order around this place. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to pan out. But, come 7 o'clock, we're going to find that out. We have, I'm moving the table. We have Ethan Everhart against Rey de la Muerta,
Yeah.
the King of Death.
Looking forward to that one.
Dude, you can't have a guy named the King of Death and not have that be something. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be intense. And we've got 2 more matches as well.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a great night, and if you missed it, I'm sorry. Hopefully the next episode of the pod will give you a full breakdown on how everything went. I know that a lot of people want to understand the business of all of this as well, and I'm going to break a little bit of that down for you right now. So let's talk about what this show means for next year. And I've told Randy this. Randy knows already. It's not necessarily something that, like this. This is a business, and if we're not making money running a business, then we don't run a business. So today is really the proof of concept for what we want to start doing next year. We want to be able to run several shows in 2026. If tonight goes off really, really well and makes a decent amount of money, we're not doing it for free.
that's every business.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's every
right?
business.
So tonight could either be the first show of many, or the first and last, and hopefully it's the first of many. But there's a lot to learn. Now it's kind of cool because you and I have run a lot of shows together, and I don't know how many, but let's just say it's between 40 and 50. I'm sure it's upwards of that.
Something like that.
That's a good ballpark.
Yeah.
This is the first show where I've had to manage a profit and loss, a P&L sheet. So I know that sounds counterproductive, but This wrestling business is not done like other businesses. It is done on handshake agreements. It's just different, guys. I don't know how else to describe it to you. So trying to implement just basic business fundamentals into it has been a challenge. But I think that's the other thing that's got me so stressed out. Typically, I don't remember ever being this stressed out about that kind of stuff, but I worry about draw, I worry about advertising, I worry about our reach, I worry about the news.
It used to be that you'd run a show and you'd probably wrestle.
Yeah.
For quite a few of them. Not every time, but quite a few of those, so you're worried about your match.
Yeah.
Now you're not worried about that, so you're...
I know.
You know.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. But if you want to help support the growth, I mean, you can always follow us on Instagram at Lucha Union. That'd be a good place to start. If you missed this show and we do a second one, then you got to come to that one if you want to help us grow.
I'm going to predict right now that we're going to have another show. I got the feeling in my heart that it's going to be something else tonight. And it's going to happen. I feel like it is. He makes the choice. It has nothing to do with me. But
what we need to do
I am confident. I
hope you're right.
I just feel like it.
I hope you're right. What we need to do is go count how many chairs we put out. So when I peek out the curtain, I'll know exactly how many asses are in those seats. That's what we need to do. In fact, when we're done with this,
you
that's
need
what I'm
to do.
going to do.
I'm not mathing.
That's because you can't. But I'll count for you. Don't worry about it. You can count to 3. You could referee anytime you want.
It's true. I can count the amount of brain cells you have.
That's probably also true.
One hand.
Yeah, one hand. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what's going on, and I think that it's important for everybody to know that. So, anyway.
Oh hey, dude, did I ever show you that spot where that dog bit me?
No.
Dude, check this shit out right here.
No, this is where see, I know this joke. No, I'm not doing it.
He's afraid of dogs.
I may be afraid of dogs. Dude, it's because of that stupid Rottweiler.
He would not. We have a corgi. She's fantastic, and she's so excited to see everybody, and he wouldn't meet her.
Every owner that has dogs with blood on their lips says that. They won't bite.
Well, animals can sense evil, and she still wagged her tail when you were there.
Yeah, well, she still lives with you.
You know, you're still a dick for that. She loves me. She loves me.
I have no doubt. Hey, let's talk about, real quick, I want to talk about next year for our bonus episodes for Patreon. December's Patreon is going to be, what did we decide on that? I can't even remember now. I don't remember
Jesus,
either. Do you remember? Oh, I do remember. What 5 gifts would we give our 8-year-old selves? There we go. So you have that to look forward to in December. You can find that at patreon.com/wrestling with tomorrow. At $3 a month, you get an extra bonus episode. And so that will be the last one of those for the time being that we're going to do like that. After that gets done, starting in January next year, we are going to begin interviewing people. And you will only be able to find those interviews on Patreon. All the wrestlers are starting to get here now. The place is filling. No, the guys are getting here. Oh, don't make that noise in the microphone. Good night. That audio is horrible.
Don't make that in the microphone. Good night. Jesus.
Anyway, the wrestlers are showing up, so the noise is picking up in here. But yeah, so that's what's next for us. Again, we record this podcast every 2 weeks. We definitely appreciate all of your support. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please do so. Like it, share it, leave us a review. All of your reviews really help us get noticed even more.
Yes.
And we'll be able to help as many people as we can along the way.
Absolutely.
Randy, why don't you tell them where they can find you? If they were wanting to follow you on social media, where would they find you?
Oh, come on, by now they know.
They do know, but
They know.
I just love watching you do it.
They know.
Go for it.
They know by now that I have the biggest, longest, girthiest handle on Instagram, baby. Veganiest. And I still don't have the blue check mark because they're jealous.
Unneeded.
I should have that. But I don't need it.
No, that's what I mean. That's what you're
and I
talking
don't need it.
Yeah.
But Randy_Herrig _ WWT pod.
It's like he said, it's the, I'm laughing and shaking the table. It is very, very
Santa
long.
Claus, like,
You can find us at on TikTok at wwt.pod. You can find us on Instagram at, do you know it?
yeah, WTF.
Well, you can find us on Instagram anyway. You can find me personally on Instagram at Gator McGraw. We're on YouTube. We're in a lot of places. So if you don't know where to find us by now, just do a little Google ski. You'll find us.
Hey, and if you send me a message, says he's in a lot of places. If you send me a message, I'll tell him where to go. Got no problem.
Well, I think you've made that clear numerous times on this podcast.
Well, it's hard to get it through your thick skull sometimes.
It is. You are right about that. I'll give you that. All right, man. Well, why don't you close us out?
All right, well,
Are you going to sing the song?
I don't do that.
You fucking liar. Close us out, buddy. Send him home. Give him the good stuff. Thank you, everyone, for having joined us this week. I know this is a bit...
Thank you, everybody, for...
Sake.
Oh, what are you talking
You're going to do it? You're wasting their time.
I'm not wasting anybody's time. You're wasting my time. Thanks for viewing. Always. We love you. We got to get this show going. Got to change and spiff up a little bit. Got to talk to all these wrestlers. But know down that we're still thinking about you. And we're wishing that you're here, and we're hoping that you're here. But until next time, take it easy.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.